Welcome back to Anime Beyond. Today we're going to react to episode 78 of Dragon Quest. Now, last episode we saw... What did we see?
Chu. Oh, we saw the true hero.
Oh, that's pretty right.
Was it a true hero or is it the other hero? The other hero.
No, we saw the... Yeah, we saw
the other white meat. Remember that?
No, we
can't. Remember that movie though?
Yeah, I do remember that. We can't.
Extreme Days. Hey.
We got Last episode we see the other hero who we find that is actually not Nova, but Lomberg. And Lomberg actually dropped those two swords that came from out of nowhere. From a straight up portal.
From heaven.
Yeah, seriously. And dude, he did work. I mean, 2 slices and he was done.
Yeah, for real.
Like I said, slice of life, you know. I mean, that's how it is, man. He destroys Zabora, and it looks like Crocodile is gonna take care of him now. I'm not sure. I'm wondering what Mystvearn's up to. Obviously, Killearn. Still wondering about Vearn and the students. Like, what are they gonna do? And of course, Vearn. You know, he has that little, backup rook.
Yeah.
In his arsenal. So I'm wondering what he's gonna use that for. And then Hyunko's holding down the fort. Dude, there's a lot going on right
there
now.
is.
There's too much. If you like our content, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Hit the like for the algorithm. It really helps us out. Really appreciate it. That said, we're gonna get right into it. So let's get it. I'm gonna have to do some finagling with that, but boy,
you will. I know you got it in you. Pull a Lomberg on it.
Give
it the old 1-2. I'm gonna hit you with my right. I'm gonna hit you with my left, and then you're gonna hit the ground. It's gonna be 3 hits.
You're the bravest. Oh!
Who's that?
So this is he actually? Is Vearn gonna do it this episode?
Oh, maybe.
Yeet. He said cross multiply.
He said X marks the spot right there. Do you think he'll actually die? Because the only person we've seen die is Hadlar.
Yeah, that's true. I don't know. I feel like his end is coming. I mean,
so.
what is gonna be used for? I don't know.
His son died too. Never mind.
Yeah. Or maybe captured, at least. Boy, you don't even know what. I was going to say the same thing. I was like, you don't. You think Mystvearn might come back and save him?
No. Oh, he's gonna try to plead for mercy.
Don't let him. Dude, you better not. Oh my goodness.
Funny thing is, he's actually being honest. He is weak.
Yeah, but... little truth, man. A little truth, a little lie. That's all you need. I think Killearn's gonna do it because now he's in the same boat. He was from the Dark Army too. He said, "Feel conflicted." Yeah. But he's still manipulative.
Forgot about that. Got him!
Yeah.
Redemption.
Oh. Now you're dead. Never.
Hey, I agree with you.
Yep.
What you said? Kamehameha, Rasengan?
Yeah.
Dang.
That's her. Serves him right.
いいやつじゃな、お前さんは。だがな、こいつとお前さんとは違う。 わしの誇るべき友人獣王クロコダインはたとえ敵のままであったとしても己を高めることに命を懸ける尊敬すべき敵であったろうとわしは思うよ。じいさん。
Talking about redemption arcs, I sometimes forget about how good Crocodine's is.
For real. Come a long way. Him and Hyunko. But Hyunko's kind of still in that state where he still feels like he's too bad.
He don't even look like a broke a sweat.
Like,
that sounded familiar. He's
back? His thing healed. Or did he shoot him in the head?
Hyunko. I bet he moved his heart.
Wait, then Hadlar's dead.
Oh, you're right.
How is that possible?
So the magic lasted on. If he's a pawn, he could be all the different pawns. Because there's like, what is there? Was there 12 on a board? 11 on a board? 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 8, 9?
I think 16.
Well, for one team though, it's only 9, right? Or 8? 8 or 9?
I want to say it's 8.
Well, you know, there's multiple ones, right? So I'm thinking, what if he has multiple lives like a cat?
Wait, so was it willpower or what?
I kind of feel like their power went to him.
How did he do that? Was that his ace? He did it to him? Like just in case he was gonna die. He put it. Is he healing again? Oh snap! Oh.
A new form. Here we go. Okay, maybe he reached the end of the chessboard and he upgraded. Oh, that
Can... What the heck?
He has an afro.
Seriously, he's going black. Oh!
He Hadlar's hair?
Hadlar... Dude, Hadlar had it play himself in him or somehow.
Looks like him too. That's weird.
That is weird.
Wait, how many times have we seen Hadlar get a new body? Did Hadlar reseal himself?
That's what I was thinking.
Is that what you said?
Yeah.
Oh. But normally it was King, unless King Vearn did it. Because King Vearn's the one who gave him the new body. Yeah. Do you think that kind of like restarted his growth? Like where he's no longer the Hadlar that he died. He kind of like at the last save point.
Oh yeah. I can see that. Dang. Oh. Did he just delete all of them? What kind of attack was that? He did! He literally said enough of this.
He turned him into dust.
He doesn't even realize he had hair. Dang. So he's like Wow.
Get!
I didn't even know that was possible. Ooh, boy. So he sees him like he saw, like Hadlar saw die.
Speaking out of your mouth or taking the words out of your mouth. Right in the gut. Oh, okay, trying to stop us there.
What kind of transition is that? Oh, like, dang. Oh, okay. Oh, sick. All right. Get the master to go to the
Flora, what if she goes too?
Flora, I think she should go too. Yeah, you almost lost your life. You're staying with Palmer. Oh.
No.
Oh.
her dark aura.
He can heal.
Oh, I knew that was coming.
Oh.
Dude, this reminds me of Hunter x Hunter so much right now.
How so?
When the Royal Guard, they awakened, actually all of them awaken at the, I forgot the energy power. Zen? What is it called?
Oh, yeah. Zen. Can he do you think if he did Grand Cross again? I don't know if he can do Grand Cross.
Does he got, maybe, or the one that he learned from Vearn, where you wait, you remove all.
Oh, that's right, yeah. And then you attack.
Because he's almost out of stamina, anyways.
Yeah.
And now he's facing what him was facing earlier. He's going unconscious? One dang. One punch. Oh! He's literally the same thing.
Yeah, exactly. It was like, I'm gonna try to see what happened to you.
This is the hell thing they're talking about. They're going down. It's like they're dying.
Oh. Is this? Oh, you think this is his dad? Or a Vearn?
That sounds like a Vearn.
Oh, they did it.
Mm-hmm. This gave me Naruto vibes right there. One more move.
瀕死の俺をこうして立ち上がらせてくれたのはいつもあなただった。
I
Oh,
knew
you're
it.
kidding me.
I knew it. I knew they were gonna pull that on us.
I'm ashamed. Now, I think we can safely say that Zabora is gone, finally. Unfortunately, like Crocodile said, they were all similar at one point in time. Where Zabora was different was he let it take over him, the evil, his nature take over him, you know, and all it really came down to, like Crocodile said again, die. They met die. He said if he came across paths differently to someone else, he probably could have easily became a Zabora. So him, I'm sure him and Hyunko, you know, could relate to.
Yeah.
He's like Crocodile and Hyunko could relate to Zabora in that sense. But low key, a little piece happened right here, a little heart right here, when I heard that Zabora, you know, got deceased.
A little happy piece, or a little sad piece?
A little happy.
A little happy.
Well, I mean, because think about it like this: when you take out the garbage, right, and you throw it in the trash can, you take it down to the curb.
I don't like where this is going.
What happens?
Oh, empty trash can.
Yeah, the empty trash can.
Start over.
And so, but you don't have that clutter,
Wait.
and so there's less, you know, mess to
Yeah.
clean up.
Wait.
You see, the kids, they listen to the rap music, which gives them the brain damage. With their hippin' and the hoppin' and the bippin' and the boppin'.
And he even tried to the bitter end to try to give an excuse. And we get to see Crocodile's growth, man. He's no longer falling for this stuff.
Yeah.
And even back in the day, he fell for the stuff, even though he knew what he was doing.
Yeah.
Because he's like, I know you want me to do this, but I want to do it because I want to do it, whatever. Or he felt like he needed to do it, which maybe that was the successful argumentativeness of Zabora. But I like what the old man said. He's like, hey, you know what? Even though you were the same, you're also different.
Yeah, he
Because
is.
I respect you,
lot
even if
different.
you were still a villain, because of how you tried to continue to be your best. And I think that's why he kind of liked Dai to begin with.
Yeah.
Dai, and even Hyunko, because he got along with Hyunko too.
Yeah, he had attributes that he admired, and he was like, you know what? You're not such a bad guy.
Yeah, and it's always good remembering when the bad guys die, how bad they were, because he killed his own son,
Dude,
and
he had it
was
coming.
poisoning people left and right. And didn't he even pretend to be ma'am and
Yes.
kiss Paul?
Paul.
Did they end up kissing?
No.
Okay.
Then we see him. He comes back from the depths and transforms into Hadlar. I mean, that threw me for a loop. I was like, what? Dude, I did not know that Hadlar spirit could go in to his own piece and cause him to come alive. Like, so, because they were puppets, but
Yeah.
now, like, so he's his own person now. But I'm wondering, is that Hadlar?
You know what? I was leaning towards yes until his own desires like took over. Like his biggest rival was never Dai. It was Hyunko.
Yeah.
And it's staying that same way. So maybe part of him is still in there and increased, but it's still him. Because even he got his own aura, which like we said, it reminded us of Hunter x Hunter and how Nen, those ants, they awakened their Nen by punching each other.
Yeah.
And they became more than just animals or insects or something like that. They were beings. Because so that's what that reminded me of. Like he's no longer just like an ant, or he's no longer just a puppet. Like he's absorbed something in order to awaken this human-ish form.
Yeah.
Which is weird. And maybe it is Hadlar being in him.
Yeah.
Maybe. And I'm thinking like because of the pieces, pawns. If the pawns don't die, make it across the board, they can transform into something else. Maybe this is part of that. Like it's
That's
that piece
true.
of being a pawn.
Ooh, okay.
Could be.
We're getting to depth of the chest.
You gotta do it.
We already did the castling effect. Now we got we never talked about that pawn changing to. I mean, he could have changed to a rook. Why a queen? Well, not well.
Well, it seems
we know
like-
why
yeah.
because Hadlar. He idolized Hadlar a lot.
Yeah.
He looked up to him. So
And he was the most like him.
yeah.
Which is weird. I never noticed how much he looked like him, and maybe they changed the drawing of him. But once that hair came out, I'm like, man, that's Hadlar's twin right there.
Yeah, I was like, bro, that Hadlar. You didn't know. But now we see Crocodile and his subordinates. I'm saying his subordinates because we all know Crocodile is the leader of all that.
I thought it was Chew.
No,
I thought he's the Beast Commander now. No?
Just a badge don't mean nothing. Anyway, he brings his master and Chew up, and they are going to help the gang with the fights. I'm wondering if they're going to intervene with that fight.
Yeah.
You know, there's no telling how big of a help they're going to be, but you know, like Crocodile said, I like what he said about how Chew has grown a lot and how he's kind of becoming more of like a leader, even though he's weak, you know, and he's kind of, you know, planning like a leader and all that stuff. So, you know, maybe, you know, that can, you know, play an effect of how like they can gather their way down. Maybe they take like another route where they investigate, you know, other traps that maybe Vearn may not be aware of, and you know, be able to meet up somewhere and be like, hey, yo, don't watch out for these traps over here. Watch out for these traps over here. So,
That would, yeah.
something like that.
Something helpful. And I do think maybe if they don't help him, maybe they're going to be like going and finding all the injured people once the fights go on and helping sending them back down to the rest of the people. And I kind of feel like because of the way this episode started with Zabora and Crocodile finishing him off, it feels like at the end when Crocodile was complimenting Chew, almost as if he kind of sees Chew and Zabora as the same, but Chew's like pushing himself.
Oh yeah.
And Zabora's not, or he wasn't anymore.
Yeah.
So like I think it's kind of like the hope of like seeing this guy and how he's more like me and Die than he is like the other guy, and kind of like it was just kind of cool to see, because I mean if you are really weak and you're going up there and you know Killearn's up there, like I wouldn't go.
I mean, I think of Pope's story.
Yeah.
He was once weak.
Yeah, and that's so.
Look at him now.
That's funny because they get along so well too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. And then obviously we got to talk about Hyunko. You know, Hyunko. You know, he didn't even look tired, to be honest, but he was still taking them on one by one. You know, he was going ham, and then Kim shows up, and then now like he's getting overwhelmed like nothing.
Yeah.
And he goes into the depths.
Yeah.
And then he sees Vearn and the gang, and then he goes back to, you know how it, you know, go back to a child. And it makes you think, okay, maybe he's like, well, at first I thought maybe he died, maybe he actually did die, maybe he's like reliving, you know, his regrets or things that he could have done, should have done, whatever. But he came back to his senses, got up, and it looks like he's a new man.
Hopefully.
Maybe, we don't know.
Yeah,
So,
I'm hoping he'll do that move that he learned from reading the Vaughn's book, where he almost tried it against Vearn, but the queen got in the way.
Oh yeah.
And so he didn't get to do it and got hurt. I'm hoping he tries that here because I want to see that be successful, because that's the same thing that Vearn used to take down Hadlar.
Yeah. So.
Poetic justice.
I think that would be a lethal move. He hasn't used that in a while. I want him to get this dub because obviously this is kind of like a duel between, similar to Dai and Hadlar. Him sees Hyunko the same way, and so they're gonna have like that duel until, you know, whoever wins.
Yeah.
But I'm wanting Hyunko to come out victorious, not only just because I don't want him to die, but because I feel like he's almost crucial to them beating Vearn, almost, because he's smart. And I guess I'm not saying anyone else is dumb, but I'm saying they're sometimes we know how Dai is.
Yeah.
We know how Bo is. Not
Bo's our friend.
Well, let's go back.
Who are you saying Bo was?
Wait, Bo, I'm sorry. We know how Dai is. We know how Pope is.
Oh, okay.
And we know how Mam can be. Mam can be like, oh, you know, can get stuck in relationships and
she'll look at King Vearn's eyes and fall in love again.
And then he does this and then,
then,
the little finger.
What's that? When after Hadlar after him had transformed and got the hair of Hadlar, I was thinking, how funny would it be if Hyunko got up and his hair curled up like a vine?
Oh my
He got
goodness.
rolls. That would have been funny.
Alon's a serious person, but he can be instances where he's not. And then Leona, she can't do anything.
She's not an experienced fighter.
Yeah.
Not been in a lot of battles.
And so sometimes Hyunko could be the one who be like, hey, gives you that sense of direction. And you know what, Crocodile could be too. Crocodile's up there too, but You know, I think he's just like the more serious out of the bunch, and we need someone when it comes to fighting Vearn to be, you know, we need someone like that. But
I got that.
we'll see what happens. We'll have to see what happens. And I'm obviously looking forward to seeing Gomi-chan. You know, we can't forget him. Ah,
I see what you did. I see what you did there.
But and we can't forget Vearn and Mystvearn. What are they going to be up to?
Yeah.
You know, the Rook.
And the big guy. Yeah, the big guy.
The big guy. And Vearn, obviously.
And Vern's pinky.
And we gotta destroy the pinky first, and then Vearn. Thank y'all for watching and supporting our channel. Don't forget to check out our social media accounts. Don't forget to like, subscribe, leave a comment down below. Let us know what you think about this episode reaction and review.
You can follow us on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, and Rumble. You can also follow our friends on YouTube as well. There's Jay Frizzle, Clammy and Bloxon for gaming, Rich Aladdin for films, Bork Silly for sermons, and American Ruck for fitness and fitness merch.
With that said, I'm Devin.
I'm Noah.
We'll see y'all next time.
Peace.